Welcome back, everyone. Now, two big local issues being felt across the nation.
The immigration debate rekindled after a judge in Texas blocks the president's executive order and the port backlog, which is threatening the economy.
Democratic Congressman Xavier Becerra represents an area that includes parts of downtown, Boyle Heights, also Eagle Rock, and he's joining us to talk with us here in the studio about those issues and a couple other things. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You're the Democratic Caucus Chair, and just recently you said to immigrants who basically could qualify or have the potential to qualify to get ready.
Get ready, be prepared, and this is the first round where the judge in the South Texas case said we're going to put a hold on this for now, but it's just a hold, and immigrants should continue to be ready because I don't think the judge's order is going to stay.
Well, that judge said that the president was overstepping, with the executive order.
Yes.
He also said that Jay Johnson, who runs the Department of Homeland Security, was not just rewriting laws, but he is creating them from scratch. Now, this goes, I guess, after it gets done in Texas, it's going to go to the Fifth Circuit. They're probably going to uphold it. You think this is going to end up in the Supreme Court, and what kind of timetable are you looking at if that happens?
Yeah. Actually, again, I don't think the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals will uphold the judge's ruling. I think that the Fifth Circuit will overturn it because there's nothing that the president has done through this executive action that has changed the law. He's just saying, this is the way I'm going to administer the law. I'm trying to use my discretion on how to enforce the law. And so I think the judge's order will be put aside. But the thing is, you're still going to have to wait a few months before we see what happens.
Yeah, I was going to ask on the time frame, so you're saying a few months. On a personal note, first to graduate in your family from college, and your mom immigrated from Mexico here to the United States. So it's personal for you as well, and probably means a lot. What do you think this immigration reform means for America?
And Lou, you're right. It's very personal what's going on today, experiencing it as you're growing up. You know the aspirations of a lot of folks, and people are just trying to know that they can go to work and do the right thing for their kids. This sort of puts those dreams on hold. But again, as we try to say to folks, be prepared. We're not sure how quickly, but I'm pretty sure that this decision by this judge will be overturned. It's only temporary, and it's based on, I believe, some really faulty legal analysis.
Okay, let's talk about what's going on in Long Beach, the ports, and also down in St. Pedro. We've got this this slowdown that's going on while these labor negotiations are going on. And now we hear there's an impasse. We got a lot of ships out here waiting to come in, and a lot of people don't realize, you see that ship right there, that's iPhones and whatever. This is a big part of the economy, and we're going to take a big hit here down the road. Yeah,
Glenn, and it's not just what's on the ships. It's what we're waiting to put on ships to send abroad and sell abroad, which are exports that bring money here to the U.S. And so you've got perishable goods like crops that are waiting to go out to other countries, and so it's very important. The interesting thing is this dispute isn't so much about wages. It's not so much about the conditions that workers find themselves in. It's more about the future of port activity, automation, and all the things that come forward. They should be able to resolve them. They need to resolve them because we need to have these ports operating at top speed. Time is money when it comes to ports.
Are we losing a lot of this business to Central America and South America where they're building ports?
That's the concern. If we don't have some stability real quickly, a lot of these shippers are going to say, do I want to go through that exercise again on the West Coast ports? And Los Angeles being the largest port complex in the nation, the last thing we could afford to do is have shippers say, oh, let's go through some other port because we don't want to have to deal with the disruption.
Before we let you go, we have to ask, Barbara Boxer stepping down. Kamala Harris has already put her name in there. You said you're seriously looking at this. Can you tell us today, yes, no?
I could tell you, yes, I'm seriously looking at it. And I definitely will be making a decision. It won't be as fast as Attorney General Harris made the decision, but it'll come in due order. I mean, we're talking about 16 months before we even have the primary, so it's still some time.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
And when you want to make the announcement? Feel free to come right here and let us know.
I'll call you. And we'll get back on the air.
Come on.
Come on live.
There you go.